The hospital air was thick with antiseptic and fear. I held Sarah's hand, her grip fierce, her face twisted with pain. I tried to breathe with her, but my own breath kept catching. The heart monitor's beeping was the only steady thing in the room. We'd painted the nursery yellow, sunshine we called it. I'd built the crib, cursing the instructions, but Sarah's encouragement kept me going. Now, under harsh lights, that future felt distant. Sarah cried out, raw and primal. I wiped her brow, whispered encouragement, but the words felt hollow. A strange distance had opened between us. The nurse said everything was normal, but my heart pounded. Sarah was lost in pain. I was just an observer. The room felt smaller, the anticipation crushing. I realized I wasn't ready for any of this. The longest night of my life was just beginning. I squeezed her hand, trying to anchor us both. The world outside faded away. All that mattered was this moment, and the unknown waiting on the other side. I braced myself for what was coming. The night stretched on, heavy with hope and dread. Looking back, there were signs, small things I ignored. A hidden text, a phone call in another room. I told myself it was just hormones, that I was being paranoid. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our plans, but sometimes Sarah seemed far away. I'd ask if she was okay, she'd smile and say she was just tired. I wanted to believe her, but a seed of doubt took root, quietly growing. Sometimes I caught a look in her eyes, love, but also guilt. I pushed the doubts aside, clinging to hope. The doctor's voice snapped me back. Sarah, it's time to push. The room shifted, urgent, focused, doubts drowned in the intensity of the moment. Sarah bore down, her strength astonishing. I held her leg, coached her. You can do this! I was her partner, but also on the edge, about to fall. The world narrowed to the here and now. All that mattered was getting through this together. The past faded, only the present remained. The truth, whatever it was, would have to wait. The final moments blurred doctor's orders, Sarah's cries, my hand in hers. We were a team, or so I told myself. Then, a final push, a fragile cry split the air. Relief nearly brought me to my knees. The nurse wrapped the baby in blue, congratulated us. I was supposed to cheer, but I was frozen. The baby was placed on Sarah's chest, she wept with joy. I looked at him, tiny, perfect, miraculous. Then I saw his hair dark and curly like Sarah's, his eyes opened deep blue, a color from nowhere. My mind raced, brown hair, brown eyes, green eyes, this didn't add up. The truth was no longer hidden. It lay there, wrapped in a blue blanket, crying. The whispers became a deafening roar. The room spun, the monitor's beeping faded. I looked at Sarah, her eyes met mine, full of fear and apology. In that moment, everything changed. The truth was undeniable, staring back at me. The future I'd imagined shattered in an instant. But the baby's cry pulled me back. He was here, real, needing us. The unspoken truth was now our reality. Betrayal cut deep, a cold shard in my heart. Every happy memory felt like a lie. Anger surged. I wanted to run, to scream. How could she let me believe in our future? Sarah's tears were now of fear and shame. The silence between us was heavy, a chasm in the delivery room. On one side, Sarah and the baby. On the other, me, alone with my broken dreams. But then I looked at the baby, so small, so innocent. He hadn't asked for any of this. He was just a new life, blinking in the light. My anger cooled, making room for something unexpected. Awe. This tiny human was a miracle, regardless of biology. He yawned and my heart flipped, not as a biological father, but as something more complex. I felt a profound responsibility, a connection beyond DNA. I was his witness, present at his first breath. The moment was bigger than betrayal. It was about life, and the choice of what kind of man I would be. I stayed. The hours after were a quiet storm. Sarah and I didn't speak of the truth, not yet. For now, there was only the baby. I watched her hold him, saw her love and her fear. I could have walked away, but I stayed. Maybe it was the memory of the yellow nursery or the promises I'd already made. I reached out. He gripped my finger, anchoring me. Fatherhood isn't a title. It's a choice made every day. It's not about blood, but about showing up, being present, loving fiercely, even when it hurts. This boy didn't share my DNA, but I was there for his first breath. Biology seemed small compared to love. Our family would be messier, more complicated, but maybe stronger. Love can break you, but it can also rebuild you. I looked at him. My son. Yes, my son. I knew I wasn't going anywhere. Our story was just beginning. It would be defined not by blood, but by a love big enough to overcome anything.